Everybody, a good number of you have achieved your weekly hour goal of minimum 2 hour. Well, that is very good for this weak market responsiveness environment. Well, let's have a look now at three trade logs from Alan, Ian, and Darren. They live in different continents of the world. Well, let's start with Alan. Alan took 3 trades and she made 3 hour. Well, the first one was a loss, an S3. So this is the S3, right? We're in a super trend. That's the test bar. She gets in, she gets easily to the 1.2R level. Well, that's a good trade, right? The only thing I see a negative, well, it's overextended here. So that makes it a make or break. Either we get another 1 or 2 big red bars, or we get a quick snap back. And that's basically what we see here, right? Overextension, and we get a green bar back. Well, you cannot know. You're basically trading here the momentum, and that was a 1 hour loss. Now let's have a look at the next one. Another S3 long on the 1 minute. So this is the 1 minute in platinum. Well, that's a super trend, right? We're at a critical level. That's a stop run level, another one. So again, this is a make or break. Either the level breaks, well, the level has already broken, right? So this high has broken the level, but there was no stop run move yet. So either it generates a stop run move, a big green bar, or a series of green bars, or it's a quick loss. Entry is very tight, right? This is a test bar, entry and stop. So that looks pretty good. Make or break, and that generated a series of green bars, taking out both stop run levels. So that's really nice. Well, Alan took on this S2 pattern. It's nicely embedded within the moving averages, touching the 21, but that's not yet complete. If this is a test bar, well, it needs to be harmonic. It's basically complete by now, and now it needs to come the test bar, right? So you plot the ATL like this, and now you have to wait for a test bar. It's just too short the right side of this, and that's what we see here, right? That's the test bar activity, and you would get an entry signal by breaking the last high. So that was a 1 hour loss that could have been prevented, right, by following harmonics. Still, that was a great winner, and that totals 3 hours for the week. So well done for that, trading S3. Now let's have a look at Ian. Ian had 2 trades and he had a 3.3 hour result, and I really thought interesting. Well, I first read his comment. His confidence has been down because of overall lack of market responsiveness. Well, that is true, but it shouldn't impact your confidence, right? Well, that means that your confidence is in line with what happens outside of you, and that's out of control. Lack of proper trade setup, so that's what happens, right, in the weak market responsiveness. Well, you only had 2 trades, and a useful belief is 1 good trade per week is enough. So let's see what you did. You had an S3 S3 short in the Nasdaq. Well, that's a very beautiful super trend, right? High quality super trend. It's even super trending in the high frame. So this is your test bar, right? Well, your entry, I cannot see it, but I can just assume, I guess your entry is here. That's a bit too late, right? Either this is your test bar, you get in here with a stop up here, or this is your test bar, and that might have been it, right? Or then you get here with this bar, and that has a lot of potential to go with 2 super trends, consecutive time frames, and that continued nicely, right? And made a nice R gain. Now that's an S1 short. So the S1 it's here. I don't see the base, but the base is basically drawn here. Well, because it's a 5-second chart, it's sometimes difficult to see the test bar in those low time frames, but we just have to stack it up, right, basically. And well, you have basically used this one as a stacked up test bar. You went in here, stop up here. It's an overall sideways, but it has a lot of, I mean, it's basically screaming short, right? This time frame, momentum move down, been a consolidation, another smaller momentum move down. Now here stuck in this range, and it looks like, well, it wants to do a stop and move. Let's have a look. What did it do? well, it went slightly lower, right? We don't even see that to be a big bar where we see it here. So this, yeah, all right. So we've got a couple of high frame bars, right? It went lower, and well, that was a relatively tight entry, and that was a nice arm multiple. Again, right? Well done. So 2 trades, 3.3 hour results, mission accomplished. Congratulations. No needs to be negative or no needs to be down. You accomplished your goal and you should feel happy about that. Let's have a look at the last trade log. It's from Darren in Australia. Well, he trades more discretionary, and he has traded all 3 systems apparently. Well, let's have a look at that. He had 9 trades and a 2.3 hour result. Mission accomplished. Congratulations. You can be proud about yourself. S1 short, the interest rate future. Okay, so that's the S1. Well, that's a very low time frame for that contract, right? Well, it's nicely testing here. You could count this as a test bar. It's not 100% clear. We're hitting here at the 200. It didn't show follow through, right? It's basically bouncing off here, the 200, finding support. Next one, S2. Yeah, I've seen that before. That's a really nice S2, right? It's skewed to the right. Highest high on the left side, that's the midline clearly, and these are the lower highs on the right side. That's skewed to the right. This is not how you place your ATL, right? So in this case, the RTL is the line of best fit. Well, you basically want to cut through this one, and you want to place it along all those lower highs. This is where your ATL goes. It's not the outer line. It's the line of best fit. And then you can better see that, well, this is your test bar activity. That's what you've seen. And you entered with a break of this. It's absolutely fine, right? That's the test bar activity in the test bar, relatively tight stop, and it went off making a stop run move. Very nice. So this is how it's embedded. It's this is the momentum move and the pattern, and we have nicely here, we are touching the 21. It's in a strong downtrend, and it's as well here, it has left the 200 to the south, and that's a nice a very nice S2 based on the low risk idea, and it continued further down. Now let's have a look at the next one, S1 short in the 1 minute. Okay, quality wise, I'm not very happy with that pattern. There's a lot of price action on the other side of the base, like 3, right? You might want to draw the base a bit higher. I'm not sure, you don't get 3 touches. Well, that's a test bar. Well, with below average quality pattern, you basically want to have some really good positives on the higher time frames. So here we've got a nice touch of 21. Well, this is coming out of a long sideways stretch, a very thin stretch, so we could get a move like that, right? And we've got basically the first leg, and we could get a second leg, which makes then a measured move. Well, that's a good thing, but looking at this, well, that's another negative, right? It's already here sitting at 200 resistance. It has been resistance several times. This negative and this negative, I let that go. So how did that go? Well, you got stopped out here. I think, what was that? It was a small winner. Anyway, S1 short. So there are many trades here in the log. Let's not go through all of them, not make this too long. So there was an S1 in silver on the 5 minute. Well, that's an S1. I guess clearly everybody can clearly see that. A very strong test of 21. That's a great chart, a big momentum move. We have left the 200, right? That's a touch basically. The goodbye, last kiss, a touch. Here we've got a stop run move. That makes it a make or break trade because it's an oval sideways. But this can go a long way in the high frame. That could develop into a big R multiple. And it did nice, right? It put in its stop run move, and that was a great low risk idea. So welcome for this trade. That was a 4R winner. And overall, you achieved your weekly R goal of 2.3R. Congratulations.